applying the ultimate test of pop culture, nostalgia, and everyday facts that might surprise you. All you have to do is put things in the right order, and you could win more than $15,000. Here to play with us today is John. He is a trade compliance coordinator from Kennesaw, Georgia. Also, Paula, a cybersecurity professional from Augusta, Georgia. Jeff is a logistics manager. He's from Marietta, Georgia. And also with us is RJ, a content creator from Ackworth, Georgia. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have you. And now that we've met one another, let's start the game. Our first line is worth $2,400. Let's see what we're playing. This one we're calling The People You Meet in
The People You Meet in Oz is the first line.
meets them in the land of Oz from earlier to later in the film, The Wizard of Oz. I'll put the first character up. And it's the
Tin Man.
The Tin Man will be our mile marker on this one. John, you're up first. Here is your character, the Cowardly Lion.
Cowardly Lion. Let's say before Tin Man, final answer.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna say after Tin Man, final answer. That is correct.
You get it right. It all matters where you put it. The costume that you see there that the Cowardly Lion wore in the movie in 1939, that later sold for $3 million at auction. Wow is right. We don't give you that much on this game, but you're in the money on this one. Paula, let's see what your character is, okay?
The Wizard of Oz. Let's say after Cowardly Lion, final answer.
Dorothy made him.
Since I named my daughter Dorothy after my mother Dorothy, I'm going to go with him after the Cowardly Lion.
After the Cowardly Lion. Is she right?
What? Yes.
Oh, yeah. Here comes your character from the movie.
Wicked Witch of the West. Let's say before Tin Man, final answer.
Witch of the West. I'll get you, my pretty.
I'm going to agree. I haven't seen this movie in a long time, but I'm going to say before the Tin Man.
Okay, you seem pretty confident. Is that right?
What? Yes.
Little bit. Oh my gosh, but you were in the money too. Let's make it a clean sweep, RJ. Here comes your character.
Scarecrow. Let's say between Wicked Witch and Tin Man, final answer.
The Scarecrow.
Oh, it's so great because it's great. I've never watched this movie a day in my life.
Wait a minute.
I haven't watched it.
It's incredible. So you're feeling not so great right now.
Not so great. Everything else I feel like it's just kind of in order itself. So
That's right. It's called the perfect line. We
You
put
know
it in
what I'm
order.
saying?
That's what we're doing here. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So okay, we're gonna put him. I don't think he'd be that late. No, he wouldn't be too late, would he? Okay, we're just gonna put him after the wizard on the line.
All right. Let's see if you're right. No.
What? Yes.
Watch it. It's a good one. It's a classic. That means you're out of the money, but it also means John, Paul, and Jeff, you guys have to spend $400. That's $800 for each of you. And that is how we build the perfect line. Each line is worth money, and the players who correctly place their item, as these three just did, will split the cash. At the end of 4 lines, the 2 of you with the most money will move one step closer to taking that money home. So let's get some more money in your banks. Let's get back to it. Our next line is worth $3,000. Here it is. Painting the town a tasteful beige.
Painting the town, beautiful bridge.
in order from
Oh.
least to most
I
popular.
didn't hear what someone normal just said.
Our next line is worth $3,000. Here it is.
Painting the town as tasteful by each.
Arrange these exterior home paint colors in order from least to most popular, and this is according to the National Association of
National Association of Realtors.
Realtors. I'll put the first paint color up, and it's red. Number 10.
Red number 10.
popularity. Paula, you get to go first. You're wearing a red dress. Here's your paint color.
Light brown. What the heck is this?
Do it. Our next line is worth $3,000. Here it is. Paint.
not showing up. It's not. Hey.
In the town, a tasteful beige. Arrange these exterior home paint colors. In order from least to most popular, and this is according to the National Association of Realtors. I'll put the first paint color up. And it
Red. Still not showing up.
red. Number 10 in popularity. Paula, you get to go first. You're wearing a red dress. Here's your paint color.
Oh, here it is. I got it. Light brown. No. Light brown. I'm gonna say after red. Final answer.
Light brown. In terms of popularity, where does this one go?
It would be more popular than the red.
More popular than red. Okay. Do you actually know anybody with a red house?
No, I do not. Doors, not a house.
I'm not sure I'd want to visit them either. Let's see if you're right. Where does light brown go?
Let's yes.
Paula, you were the money on this one. Jeff, here's your paint color.
White. I'm gonna say after. No. White. I'm gonna say after light brown. Final answer.
In terms of popularity.
I see a lot of white houses around. I would have to guess between red and brown.
Why do you think it goes between there?
I can't believe it's less than red. Like you said, I have not seen any red houses.
Let's see if you're right. Where does the White House go?
Let's.
It's the second most popular. Zillow says if you paint your front door black, it will likely sell for $6,000 more than the other homes in the area. So if you're in the market to get rid of your house, paint your door. Now you know. Okay. You're out of the money on this one. RJ, let's see what your color is.
Media blue. We say between red and light brown. Final answer.
Kind of like our set. We painted it medium blue.
That shows me medium blue is just such a great color.
It's a beautiful.
All right, even in my neighborhood, I see plenty of blue houses, but I know it can't be less than red. I know for sure. So I'm going to put it between red and light brown on the line.
Okay.
Oh, it's white. Let's yes.
John, we're back around to you for the last pink color. Let's see what you got.
Cream off whites. Let's say after whites. Final answer.
Cream or off-white?
I think that's a pretty popular color too. I see that in a lot of places too. So I would say it's more popular than white.
Okay, let's see if you're right.
Yes, yes.
Paula and Ron, you're going to split $3,000.
That's the other round one.
two of you with the most money will be moving on, but only one of you will make it to the finish line and the chance to take your money home. So let's put some more money in your bank. This is line number 3. This one is worth $3,600. And this time we are playing
Long live Suits is the next line.
Two characters were real animals. Arrange them by the average lifespan they'd have in the wild, from the shortest to the longest. I'll put the first cartoon animal up. And it's
Snoopy.
If he were a real life beagle, he would live between 10 to 12 years. So it's probably good he's a cartoon character because he's going to live forever. Jeff, you're up first. Here comes your cartoon character.
Patrick Star. Patrick Star's after Snoopy. Final answer.
Fish.
SpongeBob.
Yes. Wow. How long do fish live? That's a tricky one. I'm going to guess longer than a dog.
Okay, let's see if Patrick the starfish would last longer if he were real than Snoopy.
Yes, yes.
I think I just learned something. And I also learned that you're in the money. RJ, here's your cartoon character.
Roadrunner. Let's say it before Snoopy. Final answer.
Okay, Roadrunner. I don't think. Ooh, it couldn't be more than Patrick. Shout out Patrick. But I also don't know if it's going to be less than Snoopy though. A Roadrunner. So, okay, so we're gonna split the difference here. And I think we'll put him between Snoopy and Patrick on the line.
Okay. Roadrunner, will you please run to where you should be on this line?
Yes, yes.
Years. Okay. Now you're out of the money on this one. We're down to you, John. Here comes your cartoon character.
Daffy Duck. Let's say after Patrick Star. Final answer.
All right, a duck. How long do ducks live? That seems to be the question in this whole category. I think I'm gonna go in between Snoopy and Patrick.
All right, let's see. Where does Daffy Duck go? 7 years. You are in the money on this one. And Paula, here comes your cartoon character.
Bye-bye. Let's say after Patrick Star. Final answer.
Fins have such a long memory. I wonder, do they live there? I'm gonna go with in between Patrick and Daffy.
In between Patrick
Yeah,
and
I'll split the
Daffy.
difference as well.
Okay, let's see. Where does Babar go?
Yes, yes.
65 years. Wow. And guess what? Jeff and John, you have correctly placed your items. You're going to split $3,600. That's $1,800 to each of you. And as we go into this last and final line, John, you are in the lead. Jeff, you're right behind. And Paul and RJ, anything can happen. The two of you with the most money will be moving on. And this fourth line is worth $4,200. Everybody's got a chance. Here's what we're playing. This one's called
Fly safely is the final line.
safety features based on the date they were federally mandated to be in light passenger vehicles, starting with the earliest to the most recent one. I'll put the first safety device up.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts were mandated by the government back in 1968. They're now required in the front seats of all new cars. And you get to go first, RJ. Here comes your safety device.
Backup camera. I'm gonna say after seatbelts. Final answer.
Yes. There's no way it could be before seatbelt. We just got started getting new technology. So I'm gonna put the backup camera after the seatbelt on the line.
Okay, is that right?
Yes, yes.
You were in the money, and that's a big old smile on your face. John, we're back around to you. Here comes your safety feature.
International truck escape latch silencer. Let's say between seatbelts and backup camera silencer.
Escape latch.
All right, those have been in cars not as long as a seatbelt, but they've been around a little longer than a backup camera. So I'm gonna go in between seatbelts and backup camera.
Okay, let's see. When did the escape latch come out?
Yes, yes.
You are in the money as well. All right, Paula, here comes yours.
Dual front airbags. Let's say between seatbelts and escape latch silencer.
Where on the line should this go in terms of when the federal government said cars have to have them?
Okay. They have been very instrumental in saving people for a while now.
Yeah, they really have.
Let's see. Again, I'm gonna split the difference between the latch and the camera.
All right, let's see if Paula's right. Where does this go? Oh,
That is the correct answer. Yes.
you're out of the money on this one, Jeff. You get the last safety feature. Let's see what your safety device is.
Anti-lock brakes. Anti-lock brakes is let's say before seatbelts silencer.
You need this to stay.
It's more pressure.
No worries.
Appreciate that.
Here, let me just hold your hand, make it better. Okay, let's do this together.
What's that?
All right. Okay, right.
The answer.
Jay, in case wrong, you're in.
I'm going to say it's old, but not as old as 2001. I'm going to say between the escape latch and the backup camera.
Okay, you sure?
Uh,
I don't think that's right.
Can't change it. I think he may be in the money.
You may be in the money. Well, let's find out.
That's
Okay.
it.
Let's see. Is it where Jeff thinks it is?
It,
You're in the money. With a chance to leave with all the money in their bank. Gentlemen, here is how we play the fast line. One at a time, I'll present you with an item. You just tell me if it's more or less than the one before it. You'll have 30 seconds, and each correct answer is worth $500 added to your bank. John, you're in the lead, so you get to go first, and you get to choose the category you'd like to play. And your choices are center of attention or center of the earth. Which would you like?
Let's go center of attention.
All right. As the US version of this reality show aired for more or less seasons than the one on the line, and this is as of June of 2025. You a reality TV watcher?
A little bit. We'll see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes. The first show up is Big Brother.
Big Brother.
26 seasons. We're looking for more or less. Your 30 seconds will begin when I show the next item. Good luck. Amazing Race.
After. Yes. Or less.
Less.
Yes.
Real World.
Less. Nope. How about less?
Less.
Yes. Or
Less.
yes.
Real
Less.
Less.
Yes.
Chef.
Less. Or yes.
Singer.
Less. Yes.
Biggest Loser.
Less.
More.
It was more, but that was too late. But you got $7,000. Well done. That's a lot of money in your bank. And Jeff, what that means is you need 7 correct answers in order to win. And your line is center of the earth is each famous place located closer to or further from the equator than the one on the line? I'll put the first one up. And it's the
White House.
which is located in Washington, D.C. So we're looking for closer or further from the equator. Your 30-second clock starts after I show the next item. Good luck. The
The after. Closer. Yes. Further. Yes.
Everest.
Further. Nope.
Garcia Building.
Closer. Nope.
Machu Picchu.
Further. Nope. Further. Yes.
Golden Gate Bridge.
Closer. Further. How about further? Yes.
Space Needle.
Further. Yes.
You just got $100. Yeah, I'll applaud that. Absolutely. And Jeff, your final line is of the month clubs. These are 1-year subscriptions to monthly delivery clubs. And here they are. First up, the original craft beer club. Then the olive and cocoa floral of the month club. The sock of the month club. A Harry and David fruit of the month club signature classic collection. And the Bark Box Super Chewer subscription. Those are your 5 annual subscriptions, and those are the prices of them. You just have to match the subscription to the correct price. Once you put a price and item together, it's locked in. You cannot change your mind. Where would you like to start?
Well, to be honest, I have not belonged to any of these. Price-wise, going to jump right to the start. I have to believe the sock club is the lowest one. So I'm going to put that at 132 just to get that one out.
Say tickets is $132.
I believe that fruit club is 348.
Okay.
Say that one is $348.
Is going to be the
I'm gonna say the Bear Club is $936. I'm gonna say Bears Club is $679.20 and Floor Club is $399.99.
79.
Okay. Bark Box at $779. Okay, this is the line you built. How do you feel when you look at it?
I feel good, but that doesn't mean it's got a chance of being right.
Okay. Well, Jeff, it's time to find out if you're leaving here with $7,500. Let's see if you have built the perfect line. Let's start with the socks. You nailed that one first. Is it 132? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Let's go down the line. Harry and David, is that 348?
No, sorry.